Suprabhatam. Let us start the morning Maitrimilan session with 3 rounds of Omkara. Inhale deeply. Opening prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yoga Ganapati Mula Mantra. Om Ham Sam Gam Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Dakshinamurti Guru Stotra. Ishvaro Guru Ratneti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Vivekananda Prarthana. Namah Shri Atirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukasvarupaya Swamine Tapahayane Swamine Tapahayane. Samarasya prayer from Rigveda. Om Sangachatvam Samvadatvam Sambho Manasi Janatam Deva Bhagai Yatha Purve Sanjanana Upasate Samano Mantra Savitis Samani Samanam Manasava Chittamesha Samanam Mantram Abhimantrayeva Samanena Havisha Juhomi Samaniva Akutihi Samana Hridayanivaha Samanamastu Homanaha Yatha Vastu Sahasati. Panchangam. Adyatana Panchangam Panchavimshatyadhika Ekashatotara Panchasahasratama Kaliyugabdaha Shri Shobhakrit Nama Samvatsaraha Dakshinayana Sharat Rituhu Ashvina Masaha Shukla Pakshaha Purnima Tithihi Revati Nakshatram Vajra Yogaha Bhadrakaranam Mandavasa. Today's date 28th October 2023 Saturday. Titheshcha Shriyamapnoti Varadayushya Vardhanam Nakshatrat Dharate Papam Yoga Droga Nivaranam Karanat Karya Siddhishcha Panchanga Phalamuttamam. Sarvesham Shubhamastu. Shloka from Gita. Yasmanu Dvijate Lokaha Lokano Dvijate Chayaha Harsha Marsha Bhayodvegaihi Meaning, those who are not a source of annoyance to anyone and who are in turn not agitated by anyone, who are equal in pleasure and pain and free from fear and anxiety, such devotees of mine are very dear to me.
Thank you, Shiva. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Suprabhatam. So, after having seen the 5 stages of growth of a person who is into spirituality, he is into spiritual growth, the 5th stage, the person who has completed all the 5 stages and is able to appreciate the pure consciousness everywhere and understand that he alone is that pure consciousness. And Bhagavan also, the real nature is pure consciousness. So that one who realizes, he is the topmost yogi and topmost bhakta. And this is told in the 7th chapter also by Bhagavan. That is because, who is the closest to oneself? Who is the closest? Myself. Right? I am the closest. I am doing everything for whom? For myself. I want to be with someone whom I love because for myself. So, oneself alone is the closest. So, for Bhagavan, the I, when Bhagavan says I, that I is that bhakta, and he has realized that he is the pure consciousness, and therefore he is the closest. So, Priya term is used. Now, when you look at the shlokas starting from Adveshta Sarvabhutanam, it is talking about all the qualities that this highest yogi has. And for others, it becomes a source of inculcation or cultivation. You cultivate all these qualities as you proceed through all the 5 stages. And that is what is talked about. So let us look at this verse. Yasmat na udvijate lokaha. Lokat na udvijate cha yaha. Harsha marsha bhayodvegaihi is one word. Muktaha yaha saha cha me priyaha. So here he starts with yaha. Yaha means the one who, and that has been told in the previous shloka. Yogi mat bhaktaha, the one who is my bhakta. And which bhakta we are talking about? The person who has reached the final stage of moksha. Moksha means what? Free from problematic mind. Mind with anxiety, mind with sorrow. All that you are free from. And that free mind is actually called, that state is called moksha. It is ultimately experienced in the mind. And how that comes? Because of the knowledge. Therefore, first thing that we look at, there are 3 types of people that we look at. People who are very, very mentally strong. You know, whatever happens, they are very strong. You go to military people, you will see they are mentally very tough. But the problem is, such people can be harsh on others. They can hurt others because they are very strong. When they do certain activities, transact, communicate, they can hurt. All of us have seen, possibly in our lives, such people. Intention may be good, but the other person may feel hurt. This is one type of person. The other type of person is, he's very, very sensitive. You know, he empathizes, he understands other people very well. Oh, okay, this is why the person is feeling bad. So he is able to understand the emotions of other person. He is very sensitive, but though he is sensitive, he is not strong inside. So therefore he may get hurt because of others. Somebody says, hey, why did you come today? Immediately, see, he is telling, why did you come today? He didn't want me to come. Now, all this goes in the mind. Okay? He must have asked for some other reason, but it is possible. Then you have third kind of people. What are the third kind of people? When it comes to us, me, I am very, very sensitive. When somebody tells something very small, I am sensitive. when it comes to me. But when it comes to somebody else, I am like a rock. I hurt them. This is third kind of person. Now, the person who is a yogi, a jnani, who has understood that all that is there is Brahman, all that is there is Ishvara, all that is there is pure consciousness, because of this knowledge or by virtue of knowledge, he acts as a rock when he is experiencing others. People will criticize, people will tell him things, he acts, he is a rock then. But when he communicates with people, he will communicate like a flower. He will handle them with care. This is the conduct of a person who is a jnani. So therefore, we look upon him and we try to develop this conduct. So this is what is told initially. Yasmat na udvijate lokaha. Lokaha means all the people around, from whom or by whom they are not disturbed. When you see a flower, does a flower disturb you? No. You see anything around in the nature, it will not disturb you. It is in its place. So a person who is a yogi, because of his maturity, he is in his place. He does not transgress anybody's right. Everybody has a right, he does not transgress. So he does not disturb anybody. So ahimsaka. Then the second one is also important. Yah lokat na udvijate. By people also he is not affected. Because he understands ultimately all that is there is pure consciousness. Whatever I am seeing is an appearance, it's an experience, it is temporary. Somebody will criticize me now, tomorrow the same person may praise me. It's all contextual and temporary. He understands that. So he is hard like a rock while experiencing tough situations. And that is what loka na udvijate chayaha. He does not get disturbed because of external situations. Okay. Then, what about internal state of mind? All of us basically have the state of mind, different states of mind. We are very, very hyper. When you see a cricket match, suppose you like a team, that guy has hit a 6. Yeah! And then next ball is out. Oh. That is how life is, elation going on. So, it is full of ups and downs. But this ups and downs will always be there outside. A person will hit a 6, next ball he will get out, all this possibility is there. But what is the state of my mind? Does it get disturbed? This person is mukta, free from what? The states of mind that is coming because of external situation. What are the states of mind that is listed? Harsha. Harsha means over excitement. You see this batsman, because cricket World Cup is going on, they hit a 6 and they say, they'll punch there, right? That is over excitement. Then they ball and the wicket goes, they'll come all the way towards the batsman. That is over excitement. So, over elation. What happens because of over elation? You tend to lose the discrimination. What this elation is also temporary. That is why they are over-elated. The next moment they are out, they are down. They don't even see the crowd. Many of them. So that is what happens. So you lose the sense of discrimination. What is temporary, what is permanent for that moment. That is why over-elation. And physically also it's not good. Many people get excited. Suddenly hearing a good news, they may get heart attack. Some of them have died like that. Okay, so over-elation also is a problem. So harsha, amarsha. Amarsha means anxiety, intolerance, impatience. There are two types of intolerances. One is somebody else is not doing according to what you want that person to do. So you are not tolerating. You are having one standard and that person is not measuring up to that standard, not able to tolerate. Second tolerance is what? Somebody else is doing good. See, he got 100 marks, I got only 95. How come envy? You are not able to tolerate somebody else's success. can bring intolerance. So that intolerance is called amarsha. Impatience also is called amarsha. In signal, we have discussed this. I want to go to the college because there is a cultural activity. There is a signal there. That signal is always there and it has been having the signal red, green, blue, red, yellow, green. But you are tense because you have to reach. You have to reach. You say, what is this? What is this? What is this? Impatience. Okay. That is what is called as amarsha. Then we have bhaya. Bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Fear is an expression of insecurity. Okay. Like for example, if you all have taken a dip in some river, the river will have some moss in the stones. So when you place your feet, it will slip. Right? But you feel that the ground is there so you can firmly stand, but you slip. That is what happens to all of us initially. All of us depend on the world for what? For our security. We start from the birth, Child is there, a child holds on to the mother's hand like this, finger. Small child. So you are depending externally for your security. You feel secure, when that is happening. And slowly only the object on which you depend changes. But that sense of insecurity always remains. I am very good at yoga. Okay, good. So I keep doing yoga. But due to some unavoidable circumstances, I am not able to do yoga for some days. I feel insecure. Because you are depending on doing yoga for your own security. So therefore, bhayam comes. So I am going to read a small shloka from Vairagya Shaktam, written by Bhartrihari. So he says, Bhoge Roga Bhayam. When you are experiencing things like eating sweet, okay, etc., you are afraid. Okay, I am eating sweet, will I get sugar? Oh, it's too cold outside, if I go and walk, will I feel chill, etc. Then, Kule Chuta Bhayam. I am from a very royal family. Tomorrow will that family go down? Will the lineage go down? That is Kule Chuta Bhayam. Vitte Drupala Bhayam. This is very common now. All the businessmen who earn a lot of money are afraid of paying taxes. Drupala means king. Okay, from the king I want to hide my money. That means what? From the government I want to hide my money. Okay, then Mane Dainya Bhayam. Mane means I am honored. So I have one position in the society. When I go, I am checking whether that position is kept up by others. Are they respecting me as per they should respect me or not? Any position. So a person who is having a position is fearing what? Whether I will get respect from outside which is equal to my position. Dishonor. So he is fearing dishonor. So that is called Dainya Bhayam. Then Bale Ripu Bhayam. This you can see now. You can see Hamas, Israel, Ukraine, Russia, power hunger. So they are afraid of what? Ripu, enemies around. So they are afraid because they are becoming powerful. People near, close by can get the power down. They get their power down. Afraid. Elections are coming. Every party is afraid of losing the power, getting the power. This is there. Then Rupe Jaraya Bhayam. That means you are afraid of beauty. You are very beautiful physically, and therefore you are afraid of losing that beauty. And that also you can see now. People have all these beauty parlors, all these treatments to look beautiful. So that is also there. Then Shastre Vadi Bhayam. That means what? A person knows science. Then there is a possibility of somebody else challenging his knowledge. And that also can be seen very well. So these bhayams are there, and finally the bhayam, there are other bhayams, I am not telling you to lack of time. Finally everybody is fearing what? What everybody fears? Death. And who is the person who does not have fear for any of this? The person who is a Vairagi. A person who does not depend on these things outside for his strength. He has inner strength because of knowledge, and that person alone will not have the sense of insecurity based on all these external factors. So that is why it is said, Bhayod Udvegaihi. Udvegaihi means the anxiety, the sorrow that is caused because of harsha, marsha, bhaya. The anxiety that is caused. Muktaha is free from all of this. So this psychological freedom alone is called mukti. That is why Krishna Paramatma never talks about any siddhi here. He is talking only about mukti. So he is talking about muktaha. Yaha, one yogi, that yogi, saha, cha, me priyaha. For me, he is the dearest. This is what Krishna Paramatma says. He will continue. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Prashant for hoisting the flag, the principal of physiotherapy. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukha Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Janagana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mange Gahe Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Jai Hind. बोलो भारत माता की वंदे